Good morning, beautiful. Who needs breakfast anyway? You're losing it, man. My God, this is insane. I've got to get my mind off this. Let me see what the boys are up to. What the hell is going on? I gotta get out of here. No. 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 Okay. I made it. They can't find me here. Everything's okay. I just gotta relax. I'm the champ. I am the champ. They can't find me. Just relax. Get some sleep. No? It was just a dream. It was just a dream. It's just a dream. You son of a bitch. It's just a dream, man. It's just a dream. Wow, what a crazy dream sequence.
I mean, seriously, like who could possibly believe that that was anything other than a crazy dream? Like the best fantasy football player perhaps in our group, who was coming off the best record ever posted in our group from the 2019 season. He was the champion. He is perennially in the playoffs, just Mr. Consistent, coming in last place. It is impossible to believe. I mean, no one would ever believe that that happened, right, guys? I mean, right? Anyway, let's just forget about it, right? Like it never even happened. Okay, gone, done. So, welcome to this year's fantasy football draft day video draft order selection show extravaganza. I am thrilled to be back hosting, and I just want to apologize to the fantasy gods for not hosting last year. Clearly, they weren't too thrilled about it, and so it looks like I am locked in forever to be your guys' little show monkey, making silly videos, writing silly stories, and you know what? I'm okay with it because I need all the good fantasy karma that I can get. So, before we get into it, just one obligatory comment. Congrats to Michael Dusenberry on winning the championship last year. Must be real nice coming into the league, first year in, and cruising to a championship. Well, you better believe you've got another thing coming this year, but good for you that you won last year, because now we finally have to respect you, and this tattoo you got a few years ago actually holds up. So there, congrats. Okay, done, moving on, wiping our hands of last season, and we are on to next year. And that's the beauty of fantasy football, because it's a clean slate for all of us, and we can start anew, completely fresh. I think I'm gonna have a better year. All of you think you're gonna have a better year, and some of us will. And who's it gonna be? We will find out. And one of the best parts about fantasy football is the draft. And so, for those of you who are unfamiliar, the purpose of this video is to determine our draft order selection process, and then ultimately the draft order. But first, we're gonna do the draft order selection process. And essentially what that is me picking a random category to stack rank all of you, and that ranking will then become the order with which I pick numbers out of a cup to determine the actual draft order. So in layman's terms, that basically means that it's just an opportunity for me to rip on all you guys. All right, so I am going to reveal the category that I selected to determine the rankings for the draft order selection. But before I do, a quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man, this hike is gonna be sick. It's supposed to be crowded, but we got here early. I think it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, of course I got my bear spray. I know it's dangerous, but always gotta have this on you. Yes, I know how to use it. Safety off, point spray. God. And yes, I know, always gotta have my electrolytes. It's hot out here, the sun is shining, gotta hydrate. It's fine. It's gonna be awesome, man. Let's go. No, we were supposed to take a right back at the, Grace? Shit.
I've been on my get back, copper bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap dough, chop it up with your.
Quick disclaimer on that last commercial. No bears were harmed in the making of this production, but my pride certainly was. Okay, now it is time for me to reveal the category for which I will determine the draft order selection. And the category is who has the best Instagram. So what I'm going to be doing is trolling through each of your Instagrams and determining from best to worst who has the best Instagram. Well, not exactly. What I'm really going to be doing is doing the 6th best and the 6th worst side by side and counting down that way until we get to the very best and the very worst, because that way it's a little bit more suspenseful. So you might be asking yourself, whoa, Matt, how can you determine who has the best Instagram? Isn't that completely subjective? And to answer your question, Temmie, Jared, and Dan, subjective means influenced by one's personal feelings, taste, or opinion. And to answer the original question on if it is in fact subjective, maybe, maybe not, maybe fuck yourself. I'm the one making the rankings. But listen, I hear you loud and clear. I understand that it might actually be a little bit subjective and a little bit based on my opinion. But what I really tried to do was be as unbiased as possible and look at it with kind of like a general categorization of each of our Instagrams, because there are certain stats and sentiments that can be gleaned from Instagram to determine better versus worse. And then also kind of like a story arc from where we started to where we've all ended up now. So I think you're going to enjoy it. And without further ado, I am going to reveal who has the 6th worst Instagram. And that person is Matthew Temmie. And the first thing I want to point out here is in his little bio up there, it says, "You're killing me, Smalls." Just a casual Sandlot reference. I mean, I guess maybe everyone's going to get that joke. Maybe they won't. I'm not quite sure. What's the reason for that? But anyway, we'll leave that there for now. Just wanted to point it out. He's got a pretty good ratio. You know, it's about the same amount of followers to the same amount of people that he's following. So not that bad. And, you know, right away comes onto the scene with a bang. His first pick, just a pick of the boys. And you know what? I like that. It's a TBT. That's cool. A lot of people are doing those, I guess. And it just shows what you're about. You're about your boys. You guys play dodgeball. But, you know, a hefty 7 likes. I know these were the early days, but like 5 of those likes must have been the guys in the picture, right? Like who were the other 2? Bill and Deb? Whatever. Early days. Moving right along here, we got another pick of the boys. I like what you're showing here. You got a couple handsome guys in there. One in particular is super handsome. And another throwback pick, a big TBT, and the classic, the baby pick route. You had to do it. You know, apparently everyone in 2014 was doing this. Jared liked that one, but yeah, this is nice. This is a big group. You got a lot of friends. You're playing sports, and you've kind of crossed the 50 like threshold here. That's pretty solid. You've got about 60 likes. Good for you. Looking tough. This is nice. And now is where we get into the meat of who you represent, who you are. You're dog dad. And if I've learned one thing, the key to Instagram is a cute puppy, and Kobe checks that box. Also, I like the caption. You've got some good humor in here. You said good luck to both of us. That's funny. It's cute. You know, you're poking fun at yourself because it's scary to own a dog. I get it. Well executed. And a booming 178 likes. That is pretty solid. Okay, next up we've got Mike Dusenberry, and I'm going to call him the 6th best. But as I said, you know, it's kind of middle of the pack here, so it's basically interchangeable with the 6th worst. So they just take it as it is. All right, Mike. I'll say this guy's got a pretty solid Instagram, and he started out with a bang too. A nice pick of the boys after their championship run at the JCC Basketball League. People have to know it was the JCC, but that's okay. But we're looking great. Mike's in the middle. He's centered, and we won. We're holding up our trophies. What a great pick. Showing off a little bit. What a great look. But what isn't a great look is that same day, you'll notice the date, August 13th, he posted a second Instagram of just him, probably on the other end of the gym, and he's posting by himself with the trophy. And I just have to ask, like, what's that saying? Is he trying to say, hey, I actually just want everyone to see me and I'm above the team? I'm not sure, but that's something. All right, a couple months later, he comes out with some fire, and you got to hit him with the celeb shot and a TBT all in one. We get it. You were a Tonka child prodigy. You're cute. You're looking at the screen. This is a famous picture, and you acknowledge back when you were a child star. That's great, man. Just throw it to him. All right. This one I'm not quite sure. We've got just a pic of you, and it's just a watch. Are you trying to show us what all that Tonka money got you? A nice fat watch? I mean, cool. That's like a sick new watch, man. Just rub it in our grills that we don't have a cool watch like this. And then a 2 Chainz quote. Okay, that's nice. Not sure what your angle was, but that's a demerit. But you bounce back in a big way. You come back down to earth a little bit. A really nice selfie with Tom on Father's Day. He looks great. You look great. The ladies love it. Ladies love guys who call out their parents. This is great. A safe pick all around. And then you keep getting a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and you're poking fun at the boys at a holiday party. You're all wearing some funny sweaters. 180 likes. This is solid work. And then you close it out with a family shot. What more can you ask for? You know, a little bit of a roller coaster run, but I would say this is pretty solid. Okay, next up is Nate Cullen coming in at the 5th best. And I'm just going to put this kind of asterisk here, this little spark notes. One thing I really did factor in here is that Nate is an absolute fiend on commenting on other people's Instagrams. Just a ton of activity. He's always lurking. He's always there with a good one-liner. I've experienced my fair share, but we'll get back into that later in the countdown, as I'm sure you'll see his name pop up once or twice. But that has to count for something, because that's just, you know, an aspect of Instagram. And the second qualifier I want to point out is Nate has like 10 pictures on Instagram, and 20% of them were of Jake. So, you know, not a huge sample size, and it's just the way it is. But let's get into it. So first pick ever posted, coming out with a bang. Just made an Instagram. Don't care. I'm a Pats fan. You know it. Me and Kevin are at the game. We're going to literally end Ray Lewis's career. And you don't want none of me or my dad. And that's what he's saying here. And it's great. Great shot. Love it. Next, we've got a nice little TBT. Spiked hair. Don't care. It's a great shot. He's got his hashtags. He's got the smolder. Back in 2014, he absolutely wants all the UMass freshman girls to know what he's about. He was a cute kid, and he's going to play into it. So just get it, Nate. Moving along here, he's getting a little bit older. He wants the world to know he's got the beard. It's a classic pick. Let's throw up a pick with the boys. Love to see it. Great shot. Past the 100 like threshold too. You know, that's great. And he also calls out the Tigers Braves aspect there. And finally, Girlfriend City. You know, if you look at the first shot of all of this, Nikki's all over the place, and you can't blame him. You know, you got to show it off. Now's the time. And St. Patty's Day too, it's a win-win. He's mature. He's rocking an even cleaner beard than the one I mentioned earlier, and he's starting to get some respectable likes, and he's working his way into Instagram respectability. All right, up next at the 4th worst is Chouse Man, Will Riley. And you know, everyone has an Instagram shtick, an angle, so to speak. And so when it comes to Chouse, I think that he wanted to start with landscapes, because if you go back to his early pictures, it's just like ominous skies and sunsets and all sorts of stuff. And we start with this picture. It's just some clouds and a highway. Not sure exactly what was going on here, but you know, it's a nice shot, just no caption. But that's it. Just kind of, you know, you make the assessment of what Will's trying to say here. This next one, he's got a nice picture of the harbor. The sky looks cool. He says, baby, baby. I'm not sure what that means. I think it's just an acknowledgement to the pretty shot. But, you know, what I'm not sure is, did he mean to have the picture sideways? Or was that just like lack of wherewithal back in 2012? I'm not sure, but like you crane your neck and it looks nice. And it's also like a little abstract, I guess, if you look at it straight on. So that's up to you guys. And now is where things take an interesting turn, right? We got Pizzy in the background. That's great. And then we also have Will just like slamming a cup of something. You know, we're not exactly sure what that is, but I think this is what he's trying to tell us, that he goes hard in the paint. And I want everyone to pay attention to the date here. It's October 18th, 2012. Because then we go to this picture, which is the same day. And I think what he's trying to say is he went out the night before, he had a crazy night, and then he absolutely just like fucked up his face. And that's how hard he goes. And so he wants people to know that's what went down, and he literally doesn't give an F. Okay, now we're back to some of the landscapes. We've got the lighthouse here, but I just gotta ask, like, what is going on with this caption? I might just steal your bish. So I'm gonna just take a pause for a second. It's like, what is that referring to? Is the dog the bish? Is the lighthouse the bish? Who's stealing who? We're not exactly sure, but you know, that's just Chouse for you. But he rounds it out nicely. You know, recent pic of mom on Mother's Day, calls her the goat. Pretty smiles from both of them. They're playing golf together. That's something we can all get behind. The ladies love guys who love their mom, and Will's right there. So nice job, Will. Next, we've got Sneakiest J Mill coming in at the 4th best. And I just want to kind of float this out there as I was analyzing Jared's Instagram. He presents himself in a very different light than if you were on the other end of the pong table from him. And I just want to let that sit there, because I actually think he does a great job representing himself and what he wants people to see. And that's great. He's got a decent ratio, more followers than people he's following in. That's what I'm referring to, if you don't understand. Not a ton of posts, but he's strategic about it. He doesn't go all willy-nilly, and that's definitely something I can get behind. So we dive into the first poke here. Pick of the boys in Hawaii. I'd say bold move with the open shirt, just not really concerned about scaring anyone away with that view. It takes guts, not literally, but it's not a bad pick. We've got a couple guys in there. It's nice. TBT in Hawaii. Okay, just gonna read the caption first. I want everyone to see that. Halloween, #TBT, #RAR. So we know this is who the Jared that we all know, right? He's like a little cutesy, he's like a little artsy guy, right? Like that's the Jared we know. We've got the RAR here. I mean, yeah, like cute pick. The caption, man, I just think you're trying a little too hard, and let's just remember that one. All right, this one I have to respect. Any picture of the Pats, that's good by me. Just a little shocked you hadn't been to see the GOAT in person until 2016, but to each their own, and not a bad year to go there. So credit to Johnny V2. It's a nice pick of both you guys. All right, now we're getting somewhere. We've got Jared looking all innocent. He's got a little baby. He's really pulling up the heartstrings here to everyone out there. You do a great job looking like a nice dude when in reality, I bet after taking this picture, you shotgun 2 beers in the baby's grill and screamed, "Oh yeah," just right in his face. I don't know. It's just a hunch that I have. But on the surface, the ladies love it. Jared's such a sweet, tender guy. I get it, man. I get it. I get why you do it. And finally, got a great pick of the boys playing golf, the day one crew. Can't fault you for that. And so there we go. And I'll just say again, to recap, it surprised me, but Jared's got a decent Instagram. All right, now we get to Nikki D, who's coming in at the 4th worst. And first and foremost, I'm really glad that he lets us know off the bat, if you check out the bio, that he's living that Taurus lifestyle. I mean, if you aren't connected with your zodiac sign, are you connected to anything at all? So thank you, Nick. Like, good to know you're a Taurus. I get it. Like, that makes so much sense. And it's just I'm glad that you threw that out there from the start. All right, first pick we've got of Nick it's a great shot on the golf course. Honestly, your arms are like looking pretty jacked. When I first looked at this, I thought that was Tebow, because he's got a picture just like that. But now, a year, towards the end of the year, we're really starting to get into who Nikki D wants us to see. No caption, just like straight tats. All smiles and a little mirror shot. And this one wasn't just like, oh, I'm just going to post an Instagram. This is edits. You've pieced together 5 pictures, got a bunch of different angles. We got you looking at yourself kind of ominously, and then, right into another tat shot. Apparently you're starting a half sleeve. It looks neat. Got some spiritual stuff going on there. I can't balk at that. So you're really, you're creating an image, and at least you're being true to yourself. And now we get to a little bit of a softer side, but I think it's masked under a tough exterior. We've got the Happy Friday sunglasses smiley face. That's the caption on the surface. It's pretty harmless. But underneath, we know this is just like a tatted up bad motherfucker. You're feeling yourself, and you want the world to know that enough that you just take a selfie in sunglasses while you're driving. And that's okay. That's okay. All right. A little shirtless pic on the beach. You're not even hiding it. You're a hunk. He's a hunk. The world knows you're a hunk. That's it. I love that Taurus energy, man. Just like keep being you, Nikki D. It's great. And now we end with a nice little pic. We got a solid shot of the boys after a golf tournament. I like the sentimental caption. I think it's good to get real and just let people know you love your friends, and that's what it's about. So genuinely showing some love for your squad. I like that. Definitely trending in the right direction here, and you love to see it. All right, now we got Benny Coop surprisingly coming in at the 3rd best, and there's a couple reasons for that. I'm going to start with he's got over 1,000 followers. I mean, that takes some time to develop that. I'm not really sure how Ben got there. I know the boating community is tight, but it's a good ratio. You've got over 1,000 followers and just under 1,000 that are following you. That's not bad. And so first pick ever posted way back in 2012. No surprise. Nice little harbor pic, and we can feel it in the caption, just like summer, so close, and you're almost there. So use this. I would say first pick. This was so close to a decent Instagram too, Ben. It's okay, but it's not great. You didn't really have to look too hard to find like what you're about here. We've got you kind of on the harbor looking at some boats. We've got another pic, just the boat. But back in 2016, over 230 likes. Like this is good. And here we have another boat. So we see what's going on. And I think this picture too, in particular, this is like the start of the king of the 4th of July. We're really starting to see it. And just for the record, like I was thinking about this as I was putting this together. The king of the 4th, the king of the 4th. Like, to be honest, unless I missed it, I'm not sure how you didn't rock a Game of Thrones reference, King of the 4th. Like, that is you, that is Thrones. People love you, people love Thrones. It's creative, it's funny, it's self-deprecating, it has it all. And that has the makings of a great post. So you know what? Like, I don't even care. You take that. That's my gift to you. You use that. You use it this year, you use it next year. I don't care. Time it up right. But King of the 4th, Benny, that's you. All right, now we've got a TBT. We've got the 4 Koopman boys. That's adorable. Girls love it. People love it. Didn't get as many likes as your boat picture. I'm sure the harbor master didn't like this one and the rest of the boating crew, but it's a cute pic. I like that. Okay, back to the boats. More boats here, and that's okay. Sunday fun day. Don't let Monday ruin your Sunday. That's great. The last thing I'll say is if you can pull in 300 likes, that's nothing to scoff at. It's impressive. But when you've got over 1,000 followers, I wouldn't really expect anything less. But at the end of the day, I guess you're just a man who knows his audience, and just keep it up. All right, now coming in at the 3rd worst is Demps. And I'm just going to point out, this kid posts like a ton of Instagrams, 195 posts. He is active. So let's go back and kind of see what happened from the start. First post, we got a little TBT. He's excited to see folks. He's coming back from college, and just a great shot of some studs in high school from prom. That's great. That's a nice TBT. Hefty 4 likes from the start. Not even everyone in this picture liked it, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not going to blame them. And then, holy fro. Wow. Kid is rocking it. Another TBT to the afro. It's funny. It's cute. We got the wow factor here. He's surrounded by ladies. And it's another TBT. All right. Here we've got, another TBT. I'm not gonna knock it. Tough injury. Look, I've been there. You battled back. Tough situation. And I like it. I like the joke and the caption. You were all drugged up. You poked fun at it. That's great. And another TBT. All right. Another TBT. Is that like the game? Are you gonna post pictures of you in real life, or is it just kind of go through the photos on Facebook on your phone and be like, oh yeah, like I want people to see that from 4 or 5 years ago and post that, which is fine. That's fine. Like what you like. And the crazy hair thing, you got that working for you as well. I guess I just have to point out, like, does TBT mean literally every Thursday? Because I don't know. I don't know. That's like what my dad does, so I'm not sure. Just think about it. Okay, we've got another TBT, but it's a cute kid pic. I get it. The ice cream, the highlighted hair. It's cute. You're a cute kid, but another TBT. And then finally, we get to a real live picture in real time. At New Year's, I love it. There's lots of friends. There's one really handsome guy in a red plaid shirt. Like, this is a great picture. And over 30 likes, you got 31. That's pretty great. So keep it up with this. And this one is great. This is a nature pic. This is what the people want to see. We've got a turtle in the flesh, and this is awesome. This is up and to the right, Demps. I like it. I like what we're seeing. And I'm just gonna bring back up just like his little grid here, because pretty quickly we got wifey coming into the fold here, and you can see what Demps is all about. He's got his wife, he's got the pups, he's growing up right before our eyes, and that's the sign of maturity on Instagram. All right, next, with the second best coming in here, we've got Johnny V. I know that's surprising. I was really surprised when I thought John actually had the second best Instagram out of our friends, but you'll see in a minute. I'd say you look at the homepage here. Nothing really to write home about. less than 400 followers. The ratio's not great. But first pick, just straight fire. Pun intended. No caption, just logs on a fire. I bet it's Johnny just hanging in Vermont. He's feeling himself. He probably thought, yeah, I guess it's a good time to post my first Instagram. And there you have it. Or, is it more cryptic? Is it something he's trying to tell us? I'm not sure. And I guess we'll never know. Not the strongest start, but this one's also a little bit strange. Back in 2014, we just have a picture of a small child, no caption, no information. She's missing some teeth and she wants us to see that. Like, do you want us to see that? I'm not really sure what this is. I mean, maybe this is a cousin. Maybe it looks like you guys are at some sort of restaurant. I'm not sure. Like, maybe you just went up and asked her to take a picture. It doesn't really guide the audience into much. I'm not sure. Maybe you're just trying to be the strong silent type here, just no captions all the way through. So as I was saying, surprising that John came in at the second best, but like these first two, kind of slow start. But then this is a sick picture. We start to get a little character from Johnny V. And it starts to make a bit more sense, He's really showing who he is. And he's just like those last runs. Simple. I don't know who took this picture, but they did a great job. You're centered. We got the blue sky, the trees in the background, and you're doing like a pretty legit snowboard jump. And that's nice, John. I like that. I like that a lot. And the evolution continues. We've got a nice pic of John and his mom and a funny caption about how they were wearing the same shirt. And you're poking fun at yourself. We got Alexis in there. It was a great night at Capo. Like, this is great, John. Good stuff here. Nice execution. We got another beautiful picture here. It says winner after winner. And this is just like a fantastic shot of Greece. The subjects are centered. There's a funny caption. You're not just like rubbing it in our face that it's not just like, look at us, we're in Greece. But you've got, a funny caption here. We're in Greece. Heroes are Greek, and that's where we are. We're in Greece, and we're eating some good food, and I want people to see it, but I'm not going to rub it in. So that's great, John. And, over 70 likes. Nice, you're getting there. And then finally, a nice picture series of Montana, over 120 likes. I mean, 20 comments. You're poking fun at Steph because she posted a lot. You're engaged now. I mean, this is a solid picture, and there's some beautiful shots in there. Solid amount of likes, just nicely done all the way around. And again, like, I can't believe I'm saying it, but John has a pretty decent Instagram. Okay, and now with our second worst Instagram is our good friend, Danny Colbert. And I just have to preface this by saying he has done a lot of growing since his early days on the gram, but just brace yourselves for this one. Okay, first post. It's a picture of a cemetery with the caption, "What a loser." Just gonna pause for a moment and let that sink in. It's a picture of a cemetery, a bunch of headstones, and it says, "What a loser." Not a great look. Yeah, and I guess there's someone in the background maybe, but it genuinely looks like you're just shitting on a bunch of dead people. And that is a tough way to get onto the Instagram scene. and 2 likes. And one of those likes is from Kelly Colbert. So always good to have family support when you just like really want to go upset a bunch of people's families, but like tough look. You know what? You can only go up from here, right? No, wrong. Pick number 2. Just found this R-tard on my camera roll. Ha ha ha. Danny, man, come on. Not a good look. I mean, yeah, it's a funny pic of Chow's. I love that. But like, what is this? And I'll just give you a pass on this one because it was like 10 years ago, but a real tough way to come on to Instagram with your first 2 pictures. Only pass for me, you're getting. All right, now, we're starting to get a little bit more into kind of like normal Instagram stuff, and we got a nice little hot dogs or legs situation here for pick number 3, which is fine, I guess. At least you're not desecrating a graveyard or anything. Now we're talking a little bit more. We got a Happy Father's Day post to the legend himself, Big Dan. This checks some boxes. You're on your way. You're approaching 20 likes. Happy Father's Day to Mr. Kolbs. This is a nice picture. And even better, all right, like I said, Pat's pictures are big plus for me, and this is just a mean pic of Brady. Getting the people fired up for the biggest game of our lives. Literally, I love it, and the people do too. We got 70 likes here, and just what a day that was. I remember seeing this picture. I was like, let's go. So not all bad from Dan's Instagram here. And finally, for Danny, we've got a great pic of the boys, and I like the sentimental caption. He's moving out. It's a sad time, the end of an era. But little Danny's growing up, and he's getting pretty real about it. And one thing I just want to point out about this picture, sure, we got a comment from Nate, but we've got Temmie with just an absolute bashing of Leclerc because it does look like Leclerc is a little bit sweaty, and that's okay, club in, whatever, and Mike's not here to defend himself, but just ruthless, Temmie. So I'll give you a bonus point back at the start. But Danny Colbert, in summation, you've come a long way on Instagram, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got going forward. Okay, guys, now it is time for who has the best Instagram, and then we will finish with who has the absolute worst Instagram. And look, I know I'm the one making the rankings. I tried really, really hard to be unbiased, to remove myself from the situation. I didn't want to give myself any sort of advantage. I truly, truly did. But sheesh, fellas, when you look at this, when you look at the stats, when you look at the story, I mean, come on. This Perlow kid has a great Instagram. Okay, I will be the first to admit that his first ever Instagram post was a little suspect. I mean, pictures of feet in slippers watching the Pats. What is this? Was he trying to imitate Brady's first Instagram that Brady posted the day prior? Probably. Did it land? No. But 87 likes on a first ever post that was literal dog shit? Not too shabby. Okay. And he can get sentimental too. Talking feelings about the Patriots and what it's meant to him all his life. He's got the throwback. I know got a couple people in this group that love the TBT. He's got his brother in there, a little face paint. And does everyone remember what happened in this Super Bowl in February 2017? Yeah, the greatest game of our lifetime. You're welcome. Oh, also, over 100 likes. Not bad for a second post. I don't think he's ever fallen below 100 again. Whatever. Okay, now we're off and running, and wow. All right. Still, not too far into having an Instagram and drinking beers, Oktoberfest. He apologizes to his mom, but there's a little joke in there too because he's not really apologizing about drinking the beer. He's apologizing about spilling it. He covers all of his bases. 176 likes. No big deal. All right. This guy moved to California, whatever. Great picture. He's active. He's stoic. There's a little pun in there. You know, he gets shit on for not having a fantasy ring. He got one a year later. Whatever. Not so bad. Okay. Moving right along here. Beautiful picture in Italy. It's got a girl on his arm. These clouds behind him are mesmerizing. So much so that people actually thought it was a green screen. I mean, that is crazy. It's crazy what you can do with an iPhone in just a little bit of thought these days. All right, now, spur of the moment Game of Thrones reference on opening night of the last season of the biggest show of our lifetime, no less. I mean, come on, talk about topical. Did he just happen to find a blanket at this place in random Canada and think, oh, this could be funny? Yeah, he did. But you know what? Sometimes these spur of the moment pictures are just nice. Okay, this picture, like I talked about, little puppy announcement shot. We got our girl Lucy starting to come into the fold. And there's a joke. The dog is cute. The people responded. Some schmuck tries to call PETA on him. Whatever. Not important. You've got everything in there. And the dog is adorable. Another picture. Little birthday post for his dog. Yeah, did my wife get upset that I have never given her a birthday post? Probably, but I've got 8 solid pictures of my daughter in there, and that's all that matters to me, and the people like it too. Okay, and finally, we end with a nice nature shot. He's been hiking, he's out in Montana, he's showing the people, and he gets a little sentimental, but there's also a joke in there about how he's actually out of shape, even though he tries really hard to be in shape, so he's poking fun at himself. 274 likes, whatever. Run of the mill, okay? So I'm gonna end there with that. We'll wipe our hands of it. Kid's got a great Instagram. You know, you all have ups and downs and are all have some great shots in there. But we are going to finish here with, you know, I just got a lot of questions on this next one, and we will address those right now. And so with the worst Instagram of all of our friends, we are going to go to our boy, Joshua Friedland. And the first thing that I want to point out with Fried, just an absolutely atrocious ratio. I mean, almost double the amount of people he is following to followers. Like, what happened there? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, he breaks onto the scene in a big way. We've got a picture of some paper bags, but, you know, the caption's there to let people know that the intent is that the dog is looking for feud. Cute pic, cute idea, poor execution. But it's early on. It's only 2013, so 4 likes, who cares? It's early. Next is a picture that we can all rally behind. I like this. Belichick, just a nice shot of him. But I did some research. He posted this on December 6, 2013. Doesn't seem like there was much significance. I'm not really sure. We had just beaten the Texans in a regular season game. We hadn't clinched the division or anything. Did he just post a picture of Bill for no reason? I guess that's okay. I will never get upset about a Belichick picture. And I think, underneath, Josh is just trying to find his Instagram identity. So let's just take a breath and we'll see where this goes. Okay, now we're talking. We got a couple lookalikes just for good fun. No harm in that. But now, on the same day, a baby picture throwback, just posting whatever he wants with reckless abandon. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cute pic, but you don't want to overburden people with too many posts. Just no game plan here. Okay, now is where things take a little turn for Josh. On a fateful day, the last day of April in 2018, for reasons that nobody knows, he decides that he is going to post a picture of Justin Timberlake saying it's gonna be May. Sure, it's a meme we've all seen before online, and as Nate so graciously points out, did Josh get hacked? For what purpose did this happen? Why did Josh decide to do this? But it gets him over 50 likes, and maybe he hasn't had that success before, so it feels good, and he wants to chase that feeling. So a year later, he comes back with this. And it doesn't even say it's going to be May, because at this point, Josh thinks people expect this of him. I'm not exactly sure, but unfortunately, it actually gets less likes than the year before, so I'm not sure what that's saying. Nate calls out the 1-year anniversary of the initial hack, so who knows exactly what's going on here. And of course, a week later, probably had reminders set in his phone to post Timberlake's face, and he does just that. And it gets even less likes than the week before, and he gets chirped by his own sister. Just tough. But you know what? That's okay, because maybe this is his thing. Maybe he feels like he's finally found his thing. I'm not sure, but we're trying to get to the bottom of this. So then, sure enough, the tension in his own mind is building. And of course, come the end of April, he throws another picture of Timberlake up and has the audacity to caption it, "If you know, you know," as if what he is doing is so important that everyone remembers and is just waiting in anticipation for his yearly Timberlake post. It really makes no sense. And we've got a chirp from his cousin Joey too. So everyone's getting involved. And is he trying to rile people up? I'm not sure. Is he just a meme page? What is happening here? And finally, we come to the grand finale. All of the time he spent editing pictures and videos on his phone was about to pay off, because on the 1st of May, he posts his Timberlake post with Josh's own face edited over multiple videos of Justin. I don't really know what to say here. Is it he had this grand 4-year plan to culminate in him taking over Justin Timberlake's identity? What is the fascination with May either? Did he have a plan, or was it literally just reckless abandon? And so I ask these questions. We may never find out the answers, but just looking at his page, it really just does look like a Justin Timberlake fan page. It's all over the place. But you know what? While it may be the worst Instagram of our group, at least he embraces it, and he loves JT. And if you do what you love, no one in the world can hurt you. And that, my friends, is our ranking. And there you have it, our rankings to determine the draft order. And I just want to say, I really do think that all of your Instagrams have some phenomenal qualities, so keep up the great work. All right, now is the time we've all been waiting for, the pulling of the actual draft order. And I will do that after one final desperate attempt for your attention. Stay tuned. Hey guys. So we're at the part of the show now where I do something a little bit different. And in the spirit of mixing it up, I wanted to preface this by explaining that I actually wrote an original song just for you guys. I know, right? Yeah, pretty wild. And I wanted to kind of give this little preamble because I've never written an original song before. And it was really hard. So bear with me, but we are going to try this. And at the end of the day, we're all just having fun, right? Right. Okay. Let's get going. So this is the song that I put together. It all started back when we were 12 years old. Down at Getchell's was where this idea took hold. We got together and we started our own league. But who the hell knew then just what that would mean? 15 years gone by, we've had good times and bad. It's made us happy, but it's mostly made us sad. We've all been screwed over and punched holes in doors. But every season, we all come back for more. Because fantasy football is more than just a game. It's a way of life, for glory and for fame. Every Sunday, for 12 hours straight, we've got a single focus, and everything else can wait. We watch our games, we talk our shit, we laugh and cry and swear. But at the end of the day, it's all okay because fantasy is always there. We've got an awesome crew, but where do I begin? I guess that I should start and just take it on the chin. I was the champion, but I fell off pretty quick. Okay, I lost, who gives a shit? Now suck my fucking dick. Alright, where were we? Let's get back to the song. Doozy won last year, damn, that did not take long. You must think it's easy, but man, just you wait. 'Cause playoff games are hard to win, really, just ask Nate. Dempsey struggled in his rookie year, but he's fun to trade with, that much is clear. At least he fought real hard and he tried to make a run. 'Cause Coop sucks every year and that just can't be fun. Fiota won once, talk about dumb luck. Without a tight end no less, and he beat me. Fuck. And every year, he gets more lucky still. I mean, his whole last season literally rode upon the back of Taysom fucking Hill. Danny Colbert is always in the mix. He gets the job done and he makes some solid picks. He's won before and will be back soon it seems. But Nicky D only wins when we all draft his team. And fantasy football is more than just a game. It's a way of life, for glory and for fame. Every Sunday for 12 hours straight, got a single focus and everything else can wait. We watch our games, we talk our shit, we laugh and cry and swear. But at the end of the day, it's all okay because fantasy is always there. Sneaky Miller, he likes to yell and fight. No one knows why, but he always thinks he's right. He's always saying that his players just peed. But what does that matter when he's still worse than Freed? And that's saying something, cause it's not 2008. The glory days are gone, my friend. It's time to accept fate. Just go ask Temmie. It's been a long time for him too. Although he might be busy now, scraping up all of Kobe's poo. And last but not least, let's welcome back Chouse Man. His annual visit will be right on plan. He's already scheming to make some crazy picks. And when they bust, he'll just say he's early and call us all fucking pricks. So much has happened over the last 15 years. We've probably combined for about 1 million beers. That aside, this game has done us well. But if I lose again, then I swear you can all go fuck yourselves. 'Cause fantasy football is really fucking tough. Research and studying never seem to be enough. We draft our studs and plan for good matchups. But what does it matter when it's all just fucking luck? Bad breaks, bad calls, it's all so damn unfair. But at the end of the day, it's all okay because fantasy is always there. Said at the end of the day, it's all okay because fantasy is always there. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all okay because fantasy is always there. All right, gentlemen, here we go. We've got our trusty red solo cup here, and within this solo cup, I've got 12 equally proportioned, numbered slips of paper folded over twice, and it's 1 through 12, and I'm mixing it up. I can't see what's going on. I have no idea, and so I'm gonna run through each of these in the order that we determined with the ranking, and then we have our draft order. Good luck, everybody. So first, we've got Matthew Temmie. Number 7. 7 for Temmie. Next, we've got Doozy. Number 3. Number 3 for Michael Dews. Next, we've got Nate. Number 4. Number 4 for Nate. Next, we've got, I'm gonna sneeze. This is how you know it's real. Okay, it's gone. Next, we've got Chouse. Oof. Number 2. Number 2 for Chouse Man. Next, we've got Jared. Number 12. Number 12 for Sneaky. Next, we've got Nikki D. Ooh, number 1 for Nikki D. Next, we've got, Next, we've got Coop. Number 5. Number 5 for Coop. Oof. Next, we've got Demps. Number 8. Number 8 for Demps. Next, we've got Johnny V. Number 9. Number 9 for Johnny V. And next we have Danny. Number 11 for Danny. Fuck. And now it's me. And we have number 10, the 10 spot. And that leaves Freed with good old number 6. All right, boys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the draft. Good luck.